Hello, 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 hello. This is your brother Darrin with Retail SEO, Blerd Planet,
Hello.
Blerd Planet, Darrin.com, Darrin's Coffee. See, I'm wearing a Darrin's Coffee t-shirt today. And you want to introduce yourself, bro?
Yes, sir. My name is Khonsu and Bro, Blerd Planet. Here to talk about some interesting things, man. That 14th Amendment, man.
Yeah, man. The 14th. The 14th. The 14th. Let me go ahead and pull up the copy of the 14th Amendment real quick and kind of share it with everybody so we can see what it actually says. 14th. All right. This is the Wikipedia 14th. So let's go to it. Let me share my screen. All right. You can blow the screen up, man. Okay. It's a citizenship clause. Okay. This is the text of the 14th Amendment. Section 1, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce or any law which shall abridge privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. Section 2, representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. But when the right to vote at any election or the choice of electors for president and vice president of the United States, representative of Congress, the executive and judicial officers of a state, or the members of the legislature thereof, is denied to any of the male inhabitants of such state, being 21 years of age and citizens of the United States, or in any way abridged, except for participation in rebellion or other crime, the basis of representation therein shall be reduced in the proportion which the number of such male citizens shall bear to the whole number of male citizens 21 years of age in such state. Section 3. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector or president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as member of any state legislature or as any executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. Section 4. The validity of the public debt of the United States, authorized by law, including debts incurred or payment of pensions and bounties for services in suppressing insurrection or rebellion, shall not be questioned. But neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt or obligation incurred in aid of insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim for the loss or emancipation of any slave, but all such debts, obligations, and claims shall be held illegal and void. Section 5. The Congress shall have the power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. Whoa. That's a lot right there, man.
There's more than a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot, man. That is a lot. So we can start. We can start with. Let me see. We can start with section 1. The section 1 is kind of where they're talking about, the anchor babies, and that's what we're seeing on CNN. They're talking about, anchor babies, people being born, and you having citizenship by birthright in the United States. Okay. That's, that I have issues with and how that could affect Black people. they could. Black people, of course, are disproportionately affected by the criminal justice system. So, what is to stop the United States government or the president of the United States from saying, um, from stating that we no longer have, if someone's a convicted felon in the United States, you no longer have citizenship, right? Now that has some major implications to it. But really, what's kind of really, as I read through this, what's more alarming are Section 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And you see why, Brother Khonsu, why that would have an effect.
Yeah, I see what it is, and I understand. I think Trump's trying to take a minimalist approach to a specific issue that he has, which is foreign intrusion. He has a problem with foreigners reaping the benefits of being Americans. This is the problem. America was built on foreigners. So it's kind of contradictory. And this is why Donald Trump gets put in the racist position that he's in. I personally believe Donald Trump's racist, but that has nothing to do with the office of the president. Now, him wanting to do, I don't know if he wants to do away with the 14th Amendment, as he wants to re-ratify it, restructure it. Okay. And that's where the problem is going to be. We probably won't know his full intent until he unveils his proposition, his executive order. That's going to be the issue. And then the battle and fight with Congress about it. Because the United States built the Constitution on the premise that this land was open to people from other areas of the world to come and prosper. As long as they engaged in tax, paid their taxes, were law-abiding citizens, they could live in America. So this is kind of this could be a lot bigger than what it initially purports to be.
Right.
Being black people, this is really going to affect us, because how are you going to separate the two?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting, man, because the 14th Amendment was initially in regards to slavery. This was the answer to slavery. So we got to kind of answer, though. This is going to be interesting. It wasn't just about being a foreigner and stuff like that.
Right.
There were several clauses that were added. But the initial understanding of the 14th Amendment was all persons born and naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. Because if you remember, slaves were not considered citizens.
Right.
They were not even considered that. And their votes didn't count. Their votes only counted as 3/5 of a vote. Right. Some people misinterpreted that in the Constitution as 3/5 of a human being. Mm-hmm. No, it was 3/5 of a vote. So this is interesting, man.
What really jumps out to me, when I was reading through this, what jumps out to me is this. Let me share again. The window is this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yes.
The insurrection.
Section 3?
Yep. So, don't we have an issue? The president right now have an issue going on with the Russians?
Yes. Yes.
So, they could say, they could say that he's given aid or comfort to the enemies. And through executive order, he now could say what?
See,
you see what I'm saying?
He hasn't, from the interview that I saw on CNN.
Right.
He didn't make himself clear. Now, maybe he did, and CNN only pulled the sound bite that they felt was credible. But he has not made himself clear on this.
Yeah. He
also stated that he was shocked that people were actually covering it and were aware of it. That's another flag. So we probably won't know, bro, until he actually comes about face with it. Because, like you said, it's layers to this. Because it's those 4 clauses, those were, you know, added after the fact.
We got Section 4
was abolished. Then they started adding those clauses.
Yeah, we got Section 4. Let me go and read through Section 4 just for those of us that, you know, because I was reading kind of fast. Let's go to it, man. Section 4. The validity of the public debt of the United States authorized by law, including debts incurred for payment of pensions, bounties, or services, in suppressing insurrection or rebellion shall not be questioned. But neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt or obligation incurred in any aid of insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim of the loss of emancipation of any slave. But all such debts, obligations, and claims shall be held illegal and void. Now, obviously, yeah, that was against the South, right? But we all have public debt out there, and we have a debt to the Chinese, and we could say, I'm just saying, I'm just kind of throwing out there for shits and giggles that maybe, you know, I don't know, the validity of a debt. We could then, the president could then dismiss the debt and declare the debt against debt what we have with the Chinese illegal and void, illegal null and void. Because that could lead to, let's say right now we've been having, if anyone's been noticing this or not, if you've been noticing that there's been some issues going on with Google and YouTube. Like today, Hangouts actually had crashed. Google Hangouts crashed. You had, you know, YouTube that actually crashed. What, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago? So imagine what happened. Imagine he's saying, "Hey, this money's going to the Chinese. The Chinese are doing this. Chinese are actually spending United States money, or they're using money to." You kind of see where I'm going with this.
I do see where you're going.
You think it's possible? You think they're thinking that deep, or am I looking too deep into this?
I wouldn't say you're looking too deep. What I do say is I'm trying to see where that puts us
as black people.
As black people, because we're already at the bottom of the totem pole. So with this situation happening, I mean, a foreign person can come here and get an SBA loan before me and you.
Yeah. Especially under the Obama administration, they could.
Right. So it's going to be interesting to see this whole slogan of "Make America Great Again." Who is he really talking to?
Yeah.
What is he calling an American now? Now I got it right. Now I got to ask, what are you calling an American, Donald? What define American? Because this is really tugging at the fabric of what we're calling an American, a citizen, and so forth and so on. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Because when we go into when Kanye wanted the abolishment of the 13th Amendment, he wanted it based on the classification of the jailing system and how prisoners are basically slaves. They're still stated as being slaves.
Yes.
So now, will they also be non-citizens?
Yeah.
Will their children be? What is going on with that? That's
I
mean, and
it's unfortunate. We be declared non-citizen.
Right. The prison system has a disproportionate amount of African Americans in the system.
Yeah.
But according to the FBI crime stats, Europeans make double the crimes that African Americans make. So now, this is going to be interesting, bro. This is going to be interesting.
It's frighteningly interesting, man. Frighteningly interesting. I don't know what else to say, but wow.
Man, read your laws.
Read your laws.
Because the Constitution is not a blanket clause. You have to be able to exercise your constitutional rights in a constitutional venue. When you get down to your municipal and local governments, Those are non-constitutional courts. Those are circuit and district courts that deal in statutory law, which are statutes and codes, not necessarily the Bill of Rights, the amendments, and so forth, the articles of independence. Is none of that. By the time you get there, you're talking Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You got to get through the bureaucratic steps to get your case to a Supreme Court, if they choose. Because
with the Trump loaded Supreme Court, what does that look like?
Say that again.
With the Trump loaded Supreme Court, what does that look like?
Man.
Because Sandra Day O'Connor now has said, she's been diagnosed with dementia. So with her being diagnosed with dementia, that now puts her into she now has got to be gone. Because she's no longer fit to service.
Right.
And then Ruth Bader Ginsburg obviously is, at that point, she's in the same way. She's getting old. She's to the point where she's not going to be, she's going to be stepping down as well. So then we look at Trump with putting in 3 Supreme Court justices.
Right. Right. You know what, man? I'm glad we're talking about this, but do we have a quick answer? No, because this is going to depend on Trump's reaction. And then we'll be able to assess this. And that may be too late at that point.
Yeah. And a discussion is who's really having this kind of discussion. That's talking about, hey, all right, what are some of the risks that happen with with this, man? This is crazy, man. It's crazy. This is wow. I never thought, I never would have thought that, we could really be looking at the fabric of what makes America gone. The very fabric.
Right. And that's what we're talking. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
This is pushing everything.
Well, pushing one person by trying to push one group out, you don't think about it's all fun till the rabbit got the gun, basically. It's all fun till the rabbit gets the gun. Now let's say Trump, gets through with this and he has nothing but good intentions behind it. What if the next guy comes in and he has nothing but bad intentions? Or the person after that? Now we have a precedent. And we have a Supreme Court that we really don't know where they stand on a lot of this stuff. Yeah. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. That's all I can say is wow. All right. Next thing, man, is let's talk about this girl Treasure, the Dr. Phil girl. We had mentioned up a little, I think it was a girl who was on Dr. Phil's show last week. There was a big uproar in the black community because the little girl said she was white, wasn't black. We're coming to find out the little girl was doing this all as a hoax anyway because she just wanted to become the new Cash Me Outside girl.
I figured that anyway.
Yeah, because it was so asinine. It was so asinine. What's that?
My mother was in on it too.
Yeah.
That was just, I knew that. Because I wouldn't, come on, man. If that's my son or my daughter, I'm going to knock her ass out. I'm not talking.
Cash that outside.
In my house talking like that. Not rational. Not living and breathing. You're not staying in my crib. You can go somewhere else and talk. And it just seemed contrived.
Yeah.
And I think that even Dr. Phil, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but it might have been a little payola in that.
A little bit.
Yeah, because Dr. Phil had to know too, man. That was a feeble attempt.
Look at this, somebody.
He literally made a career out of that little white girl.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's orchestrated, and I also think It speaks to the lack of black intelligentsia.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm a big person that if you on economy, black people are very economical when it comes to life. Because we think economics relates to money. No, it relates on the knowledge of how to be efficient and precise in all aspects of your life.
Right.
And we are not. And when we talk about bad neighborhoods and bad people, it's not the people, it's poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And poverty is the reason why she got her silly self up there with her mama trying to get paid.
Yeah.
Trying to hit a hustle. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And you know you can't say that a bunch around the black people. You know how we gonna react to that.
Yeah.
We are gonna be on fire, bro.
Mm-hmm. It looks like somebody's in the chat, man. Some nut looks like, man. I don't know, man. If he's whatever, it's crazy, man.
Man, here we go.
Yeah, some knucklehead, man. I like to call you a knucklehead because look, he's talking about the international Jew. We must destroy the international Jews and only you tripping, man. I'm about to go and boot you up out of here, buddy.
Yeah, right out, man. Right out.
You know, you have to go get you
that
hat.
on the rise too. I see a lot of white nationalists that are starting to get real comfortable, bro.
Uh-huh.
I mean, David Duke, when they had the protest back last August, where the car ran over some people, person in the car.
Did you see the guy that just turned around, just like pow, pow?
Yeah,
just put out, just shot.
David Duke said this is the first step in Donald Trump's plan to revise America.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, he never answered to that question. He just said that there were good people on both sides that were involved in that melee.
Yeah.
And now we got this shit going on. So this is why Blerd is all about black intelligentsia, man. We are hurt people, and we can't let the slavery issue block us from being psychologically active in what's going on in the world because things are changing.
Yeah.
So now you got white nationalists shooting up synagogues. You got, I mean, it's a tipping point. It's a tipping point right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh boy, what a time we live in today, man! What a time we live in.
Everybody that's that's watching, man, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Share the channel, Blerd. Go to the Blerd blog, man. What about that, Darrin, man? Can you share the screen and show them Blerd, man?
Hold on, let me go to it, man. Yeah. Let me go
Man,
to
some really interesting topics. It's a really interactive site, man. I think everybody will love the blog channel.
Yeah, man. Blerdplanet.com. There you go, man. This is Blerdplanet.com. You know, we talk about a lot of different things, a lot of topics. You know, lots and lots of topics, man. So come check it out, man. Yeah, we definitely go to it. See, we even talk about, some domination of the president. You know, we talk about food, you name it. We all cover that on Blerd Planet. So please check it out, man. And remember, like, share, subscribe. Just go ahead and hit that like button. Just at the bottom. Just hit the like. Hold on, right down at the bottom. Just hit like, and that's it. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Right on. All right, bro.
Yes, sir, man. All right, family, Blerd family.
Yeah, man.
Peace and love, you guys.
Remember, everybody's a blur, man, because everybody knows a lot about something, man. Black intelligentsia, man. Blerd Planet.
That's right. Peace.